can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break. Recon, 132 fight. Time to go, night. Kill. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Palmer, he'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Delta. 36. Run. Yep. Twist.
Operating from the gun. Franks. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check the hot read. Check 99. Orbit. Dog. Tighten up. Go. Rat.
From the gun, Franks. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
36. Go on. Bend it. Hey, watch it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Completes it to Davis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Shift. Yes!
On 1st and 10, Franks. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Bravo! 6, line 36. Watch the slip. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Franks firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Check. Now. I got it. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Franks. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Go.
And he's He's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Taylor. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Let's go, D. Ready, ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken right around the 44. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
There. 8, read. 36. You better be afraid of 66. Bullet high. Joker, 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 Joker. Undercut. Hard. Under Alpha. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hot.
On first down, Franks got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. A big play here for the Cowboys. 43 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
95's Mike, watch 95. Rip right.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who might.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap. recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Protein fill. Smoke. Twist. Check. Leo. Fresno. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, check. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Franks looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, box trap. Here we go, go, go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. What happened?
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Second down pass. Throwaway and incomplete. He was defended by Jacob.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 55, check 55, Mike. You. Yep. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, Franks. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Yes! Mike 55.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks good into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
You go tight. You call 132 play. Delta. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. And go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready. 60 out long. That's a run. They're running it. Deuce. And go.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On the jump. We got 25 to Mike. Ready. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check it back. Shoot.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Let's go! Their own 11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
To throw on second down, Franks. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Red! 6 orange. Ricky. Mark 55. Mark 55. Hayward. You can't hang. Now. You get me? Check. 55 to Mike. Check. No.
From the gun on third down, Franks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 40-yard line.
Set. Ready. 10 Lobo. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Watch the safety creep. 80 weapon. Wow. Move. Check. Walk 54. Let's go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First down.
Ready up. Check. Mike 54. Watch the slant. C6. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the slant.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
On the set. We got 25 to Mike. Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's third down.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. 54. It's our field. It's our field. Let's go.
And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Come on, set. 70 Indy. Big stop, P. Big stop. Let's go. Stand go.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. Pin the mirrors back and go full street. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jaguars.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. 56. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. 50. Man. Screen.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On third down, Taylor. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going to run again here with Pollard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Set, ready. 10 Lobo. Bring it. Yeah. Motion. Bravo. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey,
To throw on third down. Franks. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
hut. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Woo-hoo. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Tight off. Ready to go.
Back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
To number 16. It's a gain of 10. First down, Jacksonville.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 David. The track. Check. Crunch. 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 Ready.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Taken at about the 16. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Second and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Franks. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. You got double. Mike 54, Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this. Let's go.
Second and 6. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, watch out. Check one. That's 7. Let's go. No game on this defense. No game. Check nickel. Shift. Watch the shift. Hatchet. General. West. Out. 49. Check 49. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 54. I got it. 54's Mike.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
46-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
2nd and 3. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. 4. It's been a long day for you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 66. Bullet high. Smoke. 54. Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Nice, sweetheart. H3, Troop 18, chopper. Ready. Ready, go.
2nd and 5. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Good job.
And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This from 55 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Recall, 132 fight. Go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Exit. Yes. Watch 65. 65. Let's go.
Back to throw. Franks. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Red. 60. Orange. 52 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
Looking to throw. Franks. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. They'll set your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
I know he ain't got it. Alert 3, alert 3. Shit. Alert 3. Switch.
On 1st down, Pollard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Ready, go!
Here's Pollard again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 3, jet 3. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Now. Hut.
From the gun, Franks. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Ready.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. Touchdown, defense. Check 24. General, Rex. Check. Lucky. Ready, go.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Come on, set. 70 in. Come, baby. Woo! 95. 61. Matchbox, right. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run forward Pollard. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.